Week, now the Project X, of course. Second to last in the cocktail series. Goes by fast, unlike 2020. Kir Péttilant. So, like a Kir Royale, if you've heard of Kir Royale before, so a Kir is just white wine with a little bit of creme de cassis added to it. Creme de cassis is liqueur made out of black currants. So black currants meaning they're mostly European fruit, not to be confused with when you see currants, the Zante currants, which are just dried grape. This is a totally different beast, totally different fruit. So we went and, so normally when you get that, you can make a Kir, which is just that inside of white wine. If you take that and you put it in sparkling wine, if it's champagne, it is a Kir Royale. Technically, if it's not champagne, another sparkling wine, you're supposed to call it a Kir Péttilant. And so that's what we went ahead and did with this one. Now, last year, we're not allowed to use creme de cassis, so we essentially had to make our own version of it. Now, last year we used a non-alcoholic blackcurrant syrup, and then added alcohol to it to kind of turn it into a liqueur, and then added that. It was nice, but there was just something not quite, a little artificial tasting. So anyways, this year we went out and went all cray-cray and loved the fact that we were able to find actual black currants, organic black currants. Actually all dried naturally, no sugars, no oils or anything like that in the drying process. So this is just straight up dried black currants. So we didn't even have to mess with all that unneeded water. These babes went straight in 120 proof brandy shine, clear brandy. And not just, a lot of these went into there. I never do the math on whether or not the costing on this stuff makes sense. One of these days, I won't. So, anyways, steep that for a couple of months, and then beautiful, rich blackcurrant brandy coming out of that, which we added to this. A little bit of Sauvignon Blanc, tiny amount of simple syrup, and then turn it sparkling. So beautiful, also beautiful color. I mean, we kind of timed this for this week, coming up. We're gonna be closed next week. Reminder, so Christmas week, we are closed. So get on this week, which is why we made it this beautiful color too this week, for all your little Christmas fun. Yum. If you don't have black currants, very common tasting notes in red wines. So for years and years, they would write these tasting notes, red wines, they talk about black currants, which is a little stupid because it's great for Europeans, but most people in the Americas have never had black currants. So it's hard to describe other than it's a very rich, dark fruit kind of aroma. It just enriches the wine. A little harder to describe it that way, kind of a poor description of it. It doesn't by any means turn it into a red wine, but it gives it a lot of dark fruit depth kind of underneath that sparkling Sauvignon Blanc. Just enough. I'm really happy with how I got the syrup level on this. It's always a little hard to gauge how much of that to add in there to kind of balance out the strength of essentially the alcohol. And this baby, I'd have to go look. It's 17 something or other. So again, it's way up there along with the rest of them. Share a can with a friend, or if you don't, you will have friends. One of the two. You might not be friends with them later, but you'll see what happens. Anyway, so this is this week's. This is the Kir Péttilant. Absolutely delicious stuff. We'll have it all in cans, of course, this week. Nothing on draft. And available online to order and to pick up, or you can come into the tasting room and get it there while it lasts. Thanks.